over the last 2 years, we did not get a state budget update last year, and we've fallen behind when you compare us to other southern states in teacher pay. And I hear probably from more parents on that one topic than I hear on any other topic. Obviously, I spend a lot of time on healthcare, but I get a lot of questions about, do we not value teachers? Do we not realize that we've got a problem? I do realize that. And so in the last couple of years, I've actually been to a number of states. The most recent one was South Carolina. And when I was in South Carolina last fall, South Carolina legislators that I was having dinner with said to me, we're raising teacher pay to $47,000. We were at $41,000. We are still at $41,000. South Carolina now has gone to $48,500 for beginning teacher pay, with the second year expected to be $50,000. So we're way behind South Carolina, but when you start looking at the other southern states, we're well behind the other southern states as well. And I felt like it was a clear embarrassment for North Carolina to be that far below the market. And so I've been on a mission during this session of the General Assembly to try to get salaries for teachers up. I've talked to a lot of people. I've talked to the business community. Obviously, I've talked to parents and filed a bill a few months ago that said our goal in North Carolina is to get teacher pay up this year to $48,000 and to get beginning teacher pay up the second year of our biennium to $50,000. Well, lo and behold, South Carolina passed their budget a few weeks ago and they went to $48,500 and $50,000. So we're still right in line. If we can get that done, we would be number one in the Southeast. Why are we doing that? Why is that such a passion? Number one is the long-term implications of not getting teacher pay up. Kids are not going into education. They find other alternatives. Teachers do not feel valued when we don't at least pay a competitive wage with other states. From the parents' perspective, they're getting very concerned about the size of classrooms. And what happens is if you don't have enough teachers, or you have teachers that are not qualified to teach a subject, they start combining. I had a granddaughter that was in a 4-5 combination. They didn't have enough teachers. And then I had another granddaughter who had 35 kids in a 5th grade class of hers. That's just not acceptable in my opinion. So I've been on a mission, as well as a few other legislators that's been helping me, to get pay up. And it then was included in the House budget. And that's what we're somewhat struggling with, to get our message across the state that we need the support for every citizen who's focused on teacher pay to help us get this across the finish line so we can get teacher pay up and become the number one state for teacher pay in the Southeast.